Like now is as good a time as any to get the YouTube channel back up and rolling. I currently just landed down in Cusco, Peru, and it is about 11:30 a.m. Just checked in to the hotel room. Let me show you guys around. So this is like the balcony, nice and open, clear skies, cool plants, good colors. And here's my room. I think it's super cool. There's just this little size, and the bathroom's really, really nice. Got a nice shower, square toilet. That's pretty cool. And honestly, this mirror is such a vibe. You know, it's the little things in life. So it's been a really, really long day of traveling. All I've done is sit on a plane and read, listen to music. I've had just a coffee, so I'm definitely due for some food. I'm gonna go chill in the lobby for a little bit, just kind of breathe and center myself in this new environment after such a long day. Ground down and go explore and find some food. I'll bring you guys along. So I'm only staying at this hotel for one night, and then I'm getting picked up tomorrow morning and heading on a tour bus about 2 hours into the jungle, where I'll be staying with shamans for the next 6 nights. And you know what that means. This view is absolutely insane. All right, so I just sat down to have my first meal in the past 12 hours. Okay. Beyond hype. They really just do it different. And I don't know what it is, but it's damn good.
Told me on the story, I told him about I'm here for ayahuasca, and he's like, oh, I drew this painting after I did ayahuasca, and you know.
Get to the town from the hotel was where like all the clubs.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
it was like popping. I was like walking by, everyone was like shouting at me. I was like, yeah, it's a cute.
A small town called Yukai, and then over this way is where we're going. We're about there.
Hola. These are my new friends.
Hola.
Buenos dias.
Nick and Jesse. I mean, this view right now is just insane. Let's get this side. You think you'd see a sky right there, and then it's just mountains. Okay, so tell the YouTube channel just one thing about yourself. One thing.
I'm a Carlsbad.
What?
That's where I'm from. I'm from Carlsbad. But it's like San Diego County.
Your bio says spiritual baddie.
So I'm a Carlsbaddie. I'm a spiritual baddie.
Nick, one thing about self?
Oof. I'm still peeling it back layer by layer. I couldn't even
A man of self-growth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Life is definitely ever changing. That's something I've been embracing recently, is that we're never the same person we were yesterday or 5 minutes ago or since I started this video.
Like, we're literally, cells are dying as we're speaking, you know? So we're literally different people, like every, I don't know.
Second.
Yeah, every second.
We'll just
Part
keep
of
it
us are
simple with
dying.
every second. We are all here for self-growth, self-exploration, we should say. Anything else?
Let's get weird.
Personally, I just do not handle tobacco well. It's not a friend of mine. As I experienced very intensely with the rapé ceremony, we got a ground form, like a powdered form of this tobacco grown here in the jungle, directly blown up right into my nose, each nostril, right into the brain. And yeah, that was cool for about 20 seconds. And then I was like the most sick I've ever been in my entire life for a good hour. Needless to say, I've experienced that before, but this was a much more intense version of tobacco, so it hit pretty hard, and you won't catch me with tobacco ever again. Let's put it that way. So last night was our first ayahuasca ceremony. I'm gonna start with the beginning of the day. We woke up and around 7 a.m. we did a purging, we'll call it, where we drank about a gallon each of lemongrass tea, and we had to drink the whole thing until we threw up multiple times. And it actually wasn't that bad because the flavor was good, right? We were drinking a lot of liquid, so it came up pretty easily. But I threw up like 6 times. It was pretty gnarly actually, and it was just like funny as hell to me. And then the highlight of my day yesterday was these little girls came to visit us. It was very humbling and warming to my heart to play with those little girls, and they were so full of life, full of energy, so present. I really admired it. So, moving into the ayahuasca ceremony, my entire night was very neutral, is the way I would put it. I wouldn't describe it as psychedelic at all. Although it did have some properties, it did have moments of turbulence or power you could feel. I saw some slight geometric patterns within the darkness. So with ayahuasca, we take it in the dark. There's literally no light at all. The only light that was there was the moonlight coming in from the windows and the light from mapachos, which is like a cigarette here. It was very, very internal. It was very present. Just felt very overwhelming presence. A slight dizziness throughout the entire experience, as they said that would happen. And they use the word dizziness just to explain, just to describe that you're feeling it, not necessarily that you are dizzy. It wasn't, I wouldn't use the word powerful, although I think my takeaways are powerful. I don't think it was a powerful influence. I wasn't under the influence. I wasn't seeing many visions. It wasn't very psychedelic for me. It wasn't very conscious altering for me. But as they say, each ceremony is completely different, and they say the second ceremony, which will be tonight, is going to be most commonly more powerful in that aspect. So we will see. But anyway, my takeaways from the first experience come to my intention, which was love. To sum it up, I had many different phrases and words and mantras, but the intention moving into that ceremony, and what I asked from the medicine was to experience love on a deeper level, to experience self-love and amplify my gratitude for life and connection to Mother Earth. And I believe it gave it to me, because love is not always a powerful feeling, amazing sensation. It's always there. It's neutral. It's like gravity. It's not always bright and colorful. It's not always sex. It's just being present, being grateful, being humble. I experienced lots of humility in my ceremony, and I think that's what love is. It's accepting what is here right now and being grateful inside of that. And that's what I felt the whole time. I was in and out of a state of yoga nidra, I would say, the first stage of sleep, the stage between wakefulness and deep rest. I was having, I would say, dreams or visions, but they were not memorable, which was interesting to me, because again, that comes back to my point of presence. I was so in that moment, in that vision, in that thought, that I can't even remember it. And it didn't even feel, it wasn't euphoric. It was just neutral. It was just breath. It was just life. It was just being there. It was pretty cool. This whole trip, I didn't know what to expect. I went into it with complete faith, complete trust, and so far, I mean, just being in this environment is the win for me. So we'll see what happens. Thanks for listening. Cheers.